of an early childhood educator is a multifaceted one. Two of the major roles performed by early childhood practitioners are that of facilitator and planner. As a facilitator, the practitioner guides children and uses a student-centered approach in the classroom. Teachers and practitioners are responsible for guiding students through instruction and providing learning opportunities within the classroom that support children's development. Additionally, teachers teach and guide children in the behaviors that are appropriate according to the social and cultural standards of the country in which they live. As planners in the classroom, practitioners have the responsibility of ensuring that quality lessons and appropriate activities are planned to meet the needs of all students within the classroom. Through planning, teachers are able to focus on academic goals and objectives. The teacher plans activities that help students to further understand the content taught in the classroom. As a direct result of a teacher planning quality programs and instruction, students have sufficient time to be engaged in learning.
Hi, I'm Tafori Morrison. Why observation is important in the early childhood setting. Each child is diverse and unique in their own way, and hence often difficult to understand. According to Spuenberg, one most simply but yet effective methods often seen for evaluating development of children is by observation. It is vital, therefore, as teachers for us to deeply know the children in our care, so as to be able to follow how they learn, interact with others, identify their level of development, their interests, their strengths and weaknesses, and can further use these information to improve their behavior and adjust the learning environment to meet the needs of the children. In early childhood education, observation is one of the most important child care routines used daily for assessing children.
One scenario that I remember that resulted from lack of proper observation in a classroom was by this little girl, by the name of Alexis. She was very lovely, mind you, but she would display this aggressive behavior hitting when she would be playing with her peers, to take their toy away. Whenever they would tell her no, she would hit them and take their toy. It even escalated and it got out of hand one morning when she and Derek was at the block center, and she hit this child in his face, and when the teachers did come across, the block hit him in his eye, and they had to rush Derek to the nearest health facility, to get treatment on his eye, and they had to call in the parents. As practitioners, we have to be very mindful of aggressive behavior being displayed, and we must have solutions. And I believe two solutions we look at is rules and procedures. We must lay down rules and procedures in our classroom for children to follow. Let them know their hands are not for hitting their friends. Your hands are to use for playing with your friends and not for hitting them. And we must make sure that these rules are followed in our classroom. Another solution we can look at is collaboration with parents. It's always wise to let parents know when their children display these type of inappropriate behaviors. Because sometimes we don't know what is causing these triggers in children. So it's always wise to let parents know so that we can get more information on why they are displaying this behavior, because children, we don't know what's going on with them at home. And one of the goals of an early childhood practitioner is to provide a nurturing, safe environment, not just for some children, but for all children. So it's always wise to have rules and procedures and to have collaboration with parents.
3 observation techniques, methods group members used during the practicum experience that assist with observation. First, checklist. Using the Using the checklist as an observation method, there was different things that were looked at. The use of the relevance of chats in the classroom environment, the use of classroom space, the use of furniture, the use of working materials, whether they were used when it was relevant, and how regular the children had been using them, or if they was necessary for the lesson being taught at the point in time. 2. Student assessment. During the student assessment, children was able to demonstrate their understanding of the lesson that has been taught, ensuring that the goal of the lesson has been met. These things were looked at. They were observed by the way they write, speak, interpret, or understand, in ensuring that a language lesson has been brought across the board clearly and understandable. 3. Notes. Taking notes while observing was mainly to write and think about what was seen. Notes were taken of any behavioral problems that occur in children or among children. If a child is above his or her level, the quality of work given by the children, the cognitive development, and the physical development. Notes were also taken to ensure that there was a relationship between parents, teachers, and students. As we observed during our practicum experiences, it allows us to acquire and develop knowledge to have an effective teaching lesson, which in turn helps our young children or students to have a better learning outcome.